Welcome back to another day. What day is today? Wednesday. I think it's like day 6 of the Evo build.
Is it?
I think so.
It taking me that long?
It's taking a little bit. So I obviously got to work during the day. Rodney has the privilege of staying at home. Dang, you messed the seat up. Ugh.
I didn't mess it up.
This wasn't part of the plan, but Mr. Rodney has finished the gauges officially. I was trying to sit down, but he messed up the seat. Actually, I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll bring you back to when I got the seat fixed.
We get ice cream.
All right, got the seat
Battery's
fixed.
unplugged, you know that, right?
Yeah, the battery's unplugged, but the gauges look pretty cool.
Let me hook up the battery so you can...
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I just took it off. Gauges are good. They're all running. I'll give you guys a little show. I like this gauge. I really like this gauge. It's got 4-in-1. It's ethanol content. It's got fuel temp. It's got boost, and it's got wideband. And you can switch between which one you want, showing bigger and whatnot. It's got warning lights. It's got peak numbers and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to messing around with this gauge. I'm really glad I bought this instead of the typical AEM corny looking gauge. I think those AEM gauges are corny, just like I was explaining to Rodney, like the radios. A lot of the radios have that block letter like back in the 90s with the calculator, and you turn it upside down and you spell like boobs with like 800. You get what I'm saying? So every time I see a radio like that, it looks corny, and that's what I think of when I see those AEM gauges. These are this one's not like that. It's a LED. I think it's a LED screen. So it looks really clean, really crisp, and yeah. I just swapped the blow-off valve from the QR. So the original blow-off valve was a Tile QR, which is a recirculated version of the Q. It has this freaking I don't know what to call it, return line back to the intake for the old setup, and it is now a Tile Q, so it's now vent to atmosphere. So we can get rid of this. Literally, you can buy this. I think I showed you the part number a while ago. Let's see if I can pull it up again so you guys can see. Come on. There it is. So this is the part number for those of you interested, and it ran around, it was like 60 or 70 bucks, something like that if I remember correctly. Got that done. I mocked up the intercooler piping just to make sure everything fit well, and I went ahead and put the new intake as well. I was a little concerned about fitment on this just because I'm still running the ACD pump, so I was a little bit concerned, and it definitely clears, no problem. And it'll definitely clear up here because the battery sits up high. If not, you can adjust a little bit, probably just end up twisting it this way or something like that, just so it sits a little bit more flush. The turbo obviously was put on yesterday and is still looking clean. Rodney went ahead and finished wiring all the gauges as I told you, and he was messing around with the double pumper. So that's been installed. We think that we need to have all the fuel components fully installed before the pump tries to prime, because that's all we're looking for. And he's working on throttle cable right now because it doesn't sit very flush on the manifold. So we're going to install the fuel pressure regulator next, and then we'll move on to jacking up the car, put the downpipe. Turbo lines need to be next. I'm a little concerned about those because they didn't come in instructions, so I'm not really sure what's supposed to be what. And then we also got the radiator, that's probably going to do tomorrow, and the AC condenser and all the AC stuff. So everything's shaping up. Plans for the car is basically what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start the car. I ended up talking to the tuner and to the shop, and they would like to be the first ones to turn the car on, so I'm going to give them that option. What's going to end up happening is I'm going to trailer it down there, and they're going to break the car in on the dyno which
Literally.
yeah, no, stop. So basically what that means is they're gonna put on a dyno and hot lap it on the dyno to get those break-in miles, and then the base map is gonna get installed and all that stuff. So the tuner does not feel comfortable working on a car that they're not the first ones to turn on. So I know I'm probably gonna hear, hey, you're gonna get scammed, this on the third. It kind of is what it is at this point. I don't really care. So I just want this thing running. All right, guys, quick update for you. We got the car jacked up. Went ahead and took the pipes off. We just wanted to mock them so we can see how it went. We're gonna hold off on clocking the turbo until the intercooler, the lower intercooler pipe is done, and then we'll go ahead and clock it and then put the lines and stuff on it. Rodney's working on some wiring over there, removing some stuff. And I'm about to install this beautiful STM catch can, and this thing is really nice. So like I was saying earlier, STM's been getting a bad rep lately, but their welds and everything still look great.
On point.
Yeah.
That's billet?
No,
No, that's
it's
not
just
billet. That's
stainless.
Yeah, welded, that's why.
Yeah, stainless. But yeah, this gets mounted in the transmission. Kind of hard. You don't see too many pictures of it, so I hope this clears it up for a lot of you guys. But it mounts up right there. Kind of curious to see how visible it's going to be, but this is where it mounts up right there. There's not too many pictures showing where it goes, so there it is. So I'll go ahead and get this mounted, and then I'll give you an update on how it looks. All right, guys, got the catch can mounted up, and this is what it looks like. I'm actually going to remove this pipe. We were trying to figure out where we're going to place the fuel pressure regulator, but I'm going to put this pipe back here somewhere, and we're going to go back to this. This is what it looks like. It's a pretty clean setup. That's what it looks like from the top. Obviously the intercooler pipe will be kind of down here, so we won't be able to see it much. It's kind of the point. However, it is a very nice piece,
Yeah,
so it kind of
sadly.
sucks that you don't get to see it, unfortunately. This is come on.
This is when they go over a rock. It's crazy.
This is where it sits. And yeah, guys, we're getting to the point where we kind of need this intercooler is kind of holding a lot of things back, honestly.
The piping?
So, yeah, the piping. The fuel pressure regulator, the location's another one that's holding things back. If we can get that done, then all the fueling will be complete. So those two things are kind of holding things back. I'm kind of looking around to see where I can fit it. The fuel pressure regulator, I was thinking over here by the brake booster, this bolt right here, but it's too big. It would be a decent spot. The only issue is the line would have to come from all the way over here, all the way around here, which Rodney doesn't think is an issue, but I kind of do. But yeah, other than that, we're getting there, little by little, inch by inch. So stay tuned for more.